It's an incredibly exciting moment for all of us at Cunard as we welcome a new fourth ship to the fleet.
With the Cunard brand, you're expecting this superior level of service, and I think with the design, your expectations are going to be exceeded even more.
We are delighted and immensely proud to welcome Queen Anne to the Cunard fleet, which now celebrates the namesakes of all 4 queens regnant in the past millennium. This marks a truly momentous occasion in Cunard's 182-year history, and it shows Cunard's position in the industry as a world-famous brand, loved across all continents.
To be the first captain of Queen Anne is just such an honour. I'm so immensely proud. I'm so looking forward to seeing how Queen Anne is going to be welcomed in every port, by our guests, by everyone. There's such a huge interest. The guests can expect to experience the same White Star service as they're getting on the other queens. The luxury, the freedom, the elegant environment, but still with a new design which takes us to the future. I think it's going to be an amazing journey for our guests coming on.
The Cunard brand has always led the way in ocean travel, so it was really important for us to ensure that we did work with world-leading expertise and design talent to make sure that the ship that we create is befitting of Cunard's next chapter.
With a brand like Cunard, you've got great service, you've got such a great brand heritage. Putting in an amazing design that complements those is really important. Queen Anne doesn't really compare with anything else that we've designed here at David Collins Studio.
We've designed the likes of Cunard Bar, Claridge's Hotel, Adair Manor, Gleneagles, but nothing compares to designing a cruise ship.
The studio has obviously designed many amazing hotels, bars, restaurants over the years.
The challenge here was designing all of that in one place, in basically a hotel that moves. With all of our projects, we go back before we go forward and start to look at what makes the brand special.
We immediately went to Liverpool to visit the archive, seeing all these amazing references, whether it be amazing Art Deco furniture designs to tapestries to amazing wood timber veneer panelled rooms.
A lot of brands try and borrow that heritage, but Cunard really invented the golden age of travel. And we took those heritage design elements and did contemporary interpretations of those that could then inform our design DNA that we could take across the whole ship.
Having 4 ships in service will enable more guests from around the world to set sail on the Cunard Queen, taking the luxury travel experience further and into the future. This will mark one of the most significant periods of growth in the company's history, and it will be the first time since 1999 that Cunard will have 4 ships at sea.
The Grand Lobby really is the heart of the ship. The materials really lend themselves to the kind of lighting effects that we have in that space that change throughout the day. When you visit in the morning, it's bright, you can grab your coffee, the materials there are warm and welcoming. Through the evening, where the light gets slightly dimmer, it gets slightly more glamorous, and you can have a glass of champagne on your way to the show. All that's paired with a mural which goes over the 3 stories.
It's going to be a series of brass fins that rise from deck 1 up to the top of deck 3. These will be backlit in a way to depict the form of the ship. It's going to be lit at different times during the day to give different ambience and atmosphere in the evening compared to the daytime. So it's going to be something that's ever changing and working with the overall ambience of all the spaces in the Grand Lobby.
It's going to feel like you've kind of stepped back to the golden age of travel, but it's not going to feel like you step back in time. I think you're going to feel very contemporary. It's going to feel like a ship for the future.
The addition of Queen Anne adds exciting opportunities across our iconic fleet. With more choice in destinations, dining and entertainment, there is a distinctive cruising experience for all of us to enjoy as we start to explore and to travel again.
We will have 15 restaurants on board Queen Anne. From the grandeur and sense of occasion of the Britannia restaurant, we'll also be offering much more dining choice, with many new restaurants and flavours from around the world.
The Golden Lion pub is one of Cunard's signature venues, but on board Queen Anne, it's been reimagined. It's warm, familiar, hearty space. The moment you come in, bathe in golden light, warm materials, woods.
It's very much a traditional English pub, something that I think guests will expect. But we use the artwork and some of the architectural details to really add a little sense of British eccentricity. The Queen's Grill suites, we want them to really feel like a private apartment. They're slightly more open plan. They've got really nice residential touches such as low-level lighting. And then in the living spaces, we worked very hard on the furniture layout so the furniture could rotate, whether you are watching TV or you can rotate the chairs to be more of a social environment. The bathrooms, they're more like small private spas.
From the tiniest thing to the big pattern on the floor, it all goes back to the archives and to some of the little jewels of history found there. Colour defines spaces, it brings up memories, it brings up moods, it's transformative. Colour can make or break a design experience. Whether it be the Queen's Grill Suites or the Golden Lion pub, the colour and the tone has been taught through at every stage.
With designs inspired by the past and set for the future, Queen Anne will feature our preeminent Cunard signatures reimagined, as well as introducing new guest experiences brought to you by our ever-attentive crew, all to the exceptional standards of our White Star service.
Queen Anne will proudly bear the iconic Cunard red funnel, and also will debut a refined Cunard livery where we finessed the iconic Cunard crest and also introduced an elegant new font inspired by the grand ocean liners of our past to confidently present the name Queen Anne on the forward bow. We are all custodians of a brand that is much bigger than all of us and has such importance to people all over the world. I'm really confident that what we have is going to be enjoyed for many generations to come. It really does set out the stall for Cunard's next chapter, and the stage is set for us to continue to deliver Cunard guest experiences and for our crew to deliver White Star service across the board.
First time taking Queen Anne out to sea will just be a magical moment, and it will be such an historic moment. Our fourth Queen, it's all complete.
We are sure our loyal Cunard guests and those we look forward to welcoming for the first time will love Queen Anne as much as all of us at Cunard.